What's going on, people? It's your boy Tony G, back at y'all again. Where the days or the business is and always is building leaders and creating kings operation by building national development over generations. It's gonna be short. I wanna come to y'all today. I was listening to something a few days ago where the guy was saying the guy was saying the problem is so many people want to jump around and be this and be that, and they want to do so much without never really putting their time, energy, and effort and focusing on one thing, to truly maximize their craft on one thing, and that's why so many people fail. And when he was saying it, and the things that he was saying, it resonated and I understood it. But then, as I started to dig a little deeper into it, to really pay attention a little more to what he was saying, then it became a point of where I disagreed. It became a point that I disagreed with him. And nothing more than the times that we're in now have shown us that this, if anything, this pandemic has shown us why that doesn't work. This pandemic has showed us how that cannot work. You understand what I'm saying? So many of us were forced to adopt new responsibility, new roles, to become something more than we originally was, because so many of us lost from putting out all of our eggs in one basket. From putting all of our eggs in one basket. And then it hit me that this is truly what society has made us. Now granted, you need individuals to fill some of these roles, some of these specific roles. So obviously school is going to train you for one particular role or goal or another, because we need individuals to fulfill these roles in order to keep society moving forward. But I dare not, and you dare not, just accept the role that society forced on you. Constantly recreate yourself. That's 48 laws of power. Constantly recreate yourself. That's not to say that it's not important to master your craft or to maximize your craft. Let me say that, because there's a difference. That's not to say that it's not important to maximize your craft. And if need be, master your craft. But again, if this pandemic has not shown us anything, has not proven or shown us anything, is that you have to figure something else out. So many of us literally had to adopt new ways, new way of thinking, had to understand and interpret a new way of thinking, a new way of generating money, different streams of income. They tell you that because they know that they tell you that and set you up like that as a trick, as a ploy, because they want individuals to work their specific dreams for them, their specific goals for them. We need you to master this in order to function, in order for my things that I have in place in order to function well, in order to run smoothly. But oftentimes the uppers, we don't realize or don't pay attention how they running a scheme on us. Oftentimes these things are some same individuals that give that false information have umbrella corps. You understand what I'm saying? Have umbrella corps where multiple things are coming through the same families, the same businesses, the same business model. And then they'll feed it towards as if they are different. They'll feed it towards as if it's competition. Whole time they're competing with their own products. They're pitting their own products against one another. Multiple streams of income. You oftentimes hear, and that's the order of business. Jack of all trades. You oftentimes hear people speak of a jack of all trades as if it's just this mundane being, or as if it's just a mediocre being. And that ain't nothing more than a man or a woman's work ethic that determines how mediocre or mundane he or she may be. That ain't nothing but work ethic. But the thing that I would challenge you individuals to do is, why not be a jack of all trades? Why not? Why not pursue that? Why not actively pursue that? Don't sit here and allow or accept the role that society forced on you. Step outside of those set standards that they say that we're supposed to be. Set outside of it now. Now listen, that's not to say don't go to school to be a doctor. Being a doctor, it takes multiple years of doing that. So that's not to say don't go to school to be a doctor, but in the same sense, if within that time frame, you ought to be looking to do something else. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you learn how to have a green thumb. I don't care if you learn how to hunt on the side. I don't care what it is. You ought to find something else that you can do. Don't sit here and accept that role that just being a master of one trade is what's going to take you somewhere, because like this pandemic has shown us, any given moment we can fall and falter. Any given moment we live in an unstable environment, unstable society, unstable that can topple us at any moment. So why not be a pursuit being a jack of all trades? And then even with the saying, jack of all trades, they got it misconstrued. They feed it to you wrong, because that's not just it. They just stop there. Jack of all trades is a master of none. No, that's not it. It says a jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. That's the entire saying. Go check it out. If you think I'm lying to you, go check it out. You'll see for yourself. A jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. Oftentimes better than a master of one. I originally went to school, didn't know what I wanted to do. Well, I had an idea. I knew I didn't want to go to college. I like working with my hands. I didn't know whether I was going, but I didn't. It was a toss-up between whether I was going to be an engineer, some sort of like whether I was going to go into technology or whether I was going to go into carpentry. Ultimately, the thing that truly piqued my interest was carpentry. I loved riding in the car with my mother or my parents and whoever I may have been riding with at the time, and I see like infrastructures, buildings literally come from nothing, just dirt. I'm talking nothing there. You ride past for a while, it's just dirt where you see the heavy machinery just getting the ground ready to be built on. And then slowly but surely you start seeing frames going up, large wooden frames going up. And then you watch those wooden frames get wrapped and roofs and things of that nature go on. You start seeing the different tradesmen, not craftsmen, but tradesmen coming in and out in these different, and you see them literally come from nothing, come from the dirt. So large infrastructures where people are now living in there, where it's actually generating money, and that's what fascinated me. I said that's what I wanted to do, so I went to school for carpentry. Got certified in carpentry. Didn't come a master carpenter. Got certified in carpentry and blueprint reading. But I had a baby. I needed a job, so I got that skill. Now it's time to step out here and see who's hiring. You understand what I'm saying? Now it's time to see like who's hiring. I need to be able to take care of my baby girl. So now it's time to see who's hiring. In the meantime, when I got the job, it was still something more. So after I got certified in carpentry, then what followed was basic plumbing, basic electrical. Those were skills that I've acquired. And then what followed after that, went back to school for my CFC certification. For those of you that may not know what CFC, that's dealing with refrigerant and HVACs, and then got the on-the-job training and skill set on-the-job training in order for me to be certified to troubleshoot HVAC systems, multiple different ones. And then went back again and got a certified maintenance tech certificate. Again, jack of all trades, master of none. Now, I will guarantee, I can't say I guarantee, but I'm almost certain 9 times out of 10, your master carpenter will run circles around me. 10 times over. Your master electrician will run circles around me. Your master plumber will run circles around me. Your master HVAC tech will run circles around me in their respective fields. But if ever we in an environment where those multiple skills come into play or are needed, now what's up? See, now that playing field has been leveled. And to me, that's a mastery in and of itself. That's a mastery in and of itself. Because I'm basic in all of them. I'm pretty good. Don't get that misconstrued. But I ain't a master. But I'm a jack of all of those trades. I do a little bit of this. And guess what? Those multiple trades open up doors for multiple other ones. Because, I ain't finished. Because I also dabbled with dealing with cars when I was younger, just through a job I had. And then we had to get certified with that as well. So I'm not a mechanic. But I guarantee I know more than your average. I guarantee I can bring more than your average could bring to the table. Because that's who I am. I'm not going to talk your head off. But just make sure that you don't ever accept the role that society forced on you. Step outside of who they say you should be. And step into who you need to be. Who you ought to be. A jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. Like always, we build leaders and creating kings. Do man shit, ain't no pressure. Until then, I'ma holler at y'all.